In my last video, I removed the blade guard to make this cut, and that caused a bit of a stir. Fair enough. But here's the thing, the guard still had to come off for this cut. So the real question is, how do you make it safer? So this was the issue. As the board moves through, it starts pinching, and I was not comfortable with that. I would rather be in a position where I could see exactly where the blade was and not fight with the board. Quite honestly though, I wasn't really happy with the cut either way. And so I built this, a simple jig that enables you to work from the side of the machine and not over the blade. The first thing to do is to check your blade height. You don't want it higher than what is necessary to cut. Less blade sticking out reduces risk. Now I've tested this and it produces a beautiful cut. There is still one thing that worries me though. In the hands of an inexperienced person, this could happen. I'm going to fix that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut a rebate into this MDF. Okay, so the accuracy of this cut isn't very important. So I am just going to eyeball it. I've just raised the blade up to the mark and I will do the same for the other direction, as you'll see. So this is where preparation is very important. The insert has a fairly big gap and the fence is right on the edge of that gap, so there's no support for the MDF. I decided to follow through with the cut to demonstrate how easy it is to miss something in the setup, but I want you to see that by not panicking, a disaster can be avoided. I'm also going to show you 3 workarounds for this problem. Okay, so the first solution is to make a new insert plate like this one. I made this one for a specific angle for some door trim. I might make a video about that because the door trim came out really well. The second method is to take a piece of masonite or thinnish ply and clamp it down to the tabletop of the saw. Make sure that your blade is in the lowest position possible, because what we're going to be doing when the masonite is securely clamped down, we actually raise the blade up through the masonite, and this will support the workpiece as it's going through the blade, as you'll see shortly. So the third method is just to clamp a piece of scrap timber against the back of the piece of timber that you want to cut, and you're going to rest it on the table and then clamp it behind, as I'm showing you in the video, and then you can actually just run it through the blade as if you're cutting a normal piece of timber. I'm going to say to you that having an insert plate is definitely still first prize, and there are some other methods that we can use to actually make this cut even safer. I will go through those in another video. do a few cuts. I'm a little bit concerned about the thin pine strip splitting. So I'm going to go fairly slowly and just trim it off one little bit at a time. So if there's any chipping, then I can cut it away on the last cut. I'm just going to raise the blade through the pine strip to cut away the excess. And I'm going to adjust and repeat the process until I match the cut on my sample piece. In retrospect, what I should have done is one more cut and then just adjusted the fence to the proper position for the actual cutting of the baseboards. Toward the end of the cut, you'll see there's a bit of friction that actually burned the NDF. However, despite there being no blade guard, there are three things to consider here. Number one, the board is on a flat surface. Number two, I'm no longer working over the top of the blade. And number three, throughout the process, I was in complete control of the workpiece.